Hey there, Razorback fans. I'm Sydney Lemmerhurt, and today I am absolutely thrilled to introduce you to this exceptional athlete from the Razorback volleyball team. Meet Sania Petties. Her incredible talent and dedication shine both on and off the court. But before we dive into her stories, let's take a moment to give a shout out to our sponsor, the Everett Auto Group. They're the driving force behind Buick's See Her Greatness campaign, celebrating the achievements and empowerment of female athletes. With locations in Benton, Bryant, and Rogers, the Everett Auto Group is all about supporting women in sports, and we are so thankful to have them on board. Now, let's jump right in. As your host for today's interview and former Razorback gymnast, I'm honored to guide you through the experiences and insights of Sania. Get ready to be inspired as we explore the world of Razorback volleyball with this remarkable athlete who truly embodies the spirit of greatness. It's time to hear her stories and discover what makes Sania a true champion on and off the court. So hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, nice to meet you. Could you start off a little bit by telling us about yourself, where you're from, and how you got into volleyball?
Yeah, so obviously, I'm Sania. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, so I'm a little long from home.
Yeah.
But I started volleyball when I was 9 years old. I started playing like mini club where it was by my house and stuff, and yeah, I started playing because my sister was playing at the same club, and it was just easy for me to be doing something while she was doing something. And yeah, I just found out I was pretty good at it, so I just kept doing it.
Were you a taller kid growing up?
Yes,
yeah.
I was always the tallest in my class.
Yep.
It didn't matter what age, I was always the tallest.
So you had the height for it.
Yeah.
So obviously you're a transfer, but talk a little bit about that and why you chose Arkansas.
Yeah, so obviously I stayed in the SEC when I transferred, and I chose Arkansas because Coach Jason is just such an amazing coach, and I kind of knew him before transferring here, just still playing in the SEC for my former school. So I felt really comfortable to come here and like let him be my coach, and he was very open to just letting me be me and play the way I want to play.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just came here for my visit, and he was just honest with me about everything about the program, and I knew a lot of the team that was already here, so I just felt super comfortable to come to Arkansas and just like show what I can do on the team.
And one thing about Coach Watson, he's going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, he's going to be honest.
Like
but he's great, and I feel like he's done such a good job at, creating like a family out of Razorback volleyball. It's been really fun. Can you share a moment from your youth where you realized, kind of like you said, hey, I'm pretty good at volleyball, I want to keep doing this in college and maybe further?
I think when I got my first college email, like recruitment, I was 13 years old, like when the rules were
different. Yeah, when they were different.
You could be that young to get those emails. And obviously one of my oldest sisters, she was also going through that process as well. We're 4 years older than each other, so she was going through it. And when I got that at the age of 13, you assume like, oh my God, I'm just so good. But I mean, it just made me kind of look at myself and go, okay, Sania, maybe you are pretty good at this and you can go far in it.
Yeah.
So.
How crazy is it that I committed here when I was 13 or 14 as well, like that we had to pick a school that young?
Yeah. I don't know if we should have been picking schools that young.
I know. I think I changed what I wanted to do with my career like 6 times in the time I came here, so it's crazy. So what do you want, kind of going back to you being this young girl watching the older girls, what do you want young Razorback fans to remember about you as they're aspiring to try to be you?
I just want them to remember that I was just always a confident person. I always had a smile on my face on the court. Nothing really gets to me. Like, I want them to see Sania and just go, wow, like, that's an amazing volleyball player. Like, I don't know, I kind of want to be like her when I grow up. Like,
yeah, just a role model in general. Yeah, because a lot of youth need that, especially for females that are looking to be good at sports. Like, it's kind of a taboo thing. It's becoming more and more normal to be a powerful woman, so they need that role model. And speaking of social media and the platform that you have, so women's sports, like I said, is growing. Razorback volleyball is growing. You guys are selling out. You guys made a far run in the tournament. How do you think you guys can use social media to really bring some positivity to the sport of volleyball?
So I think we're starting to do like a very good job of it. Like, obviously we have Allie Pop like with our team right now, and Megan, like our videographer and photographer. I think they're both doing an amazing job of just like putting us out there into like Razorback Nation and just getting every single player's name out there and just letting people just kind of see who we are as women in sports. Just like coming to our games and supporting us. I think we're just always kind of putting that content out there to just, even if we're not in season, like obviously we're in spring now, just reminding people like, hey, volleyball's still here, we're still doing great things, like, you know, just remember that season's about to start soon.
Yeah, and it's been so fun over the last 8 years of me being here, seeing volleyball grow, and, you know, like you said, seeing you guys have social media presence that's like as big as anyone else's here on campus. But like I said, I remember when it wasn't like that. So what advice would you have for any female athletes that might be on a team at another school and another division that aren't kind of getting the eyes on their program like you guys are?
Yeah. I would say, I mean, don't be so discouraged. Like, yeah, media is a big thing, but it's not the biggest thing. I think what's truly important and big is how you decide you're going to play on the court and, like, how your confidence is on the court. So I feel like if you can express that and show that out, like, the media and all that will come afterwards. Yeah. And I think that's what Razorback Volleyball did. Like, we showed our how we play volleyball and how great we are at it, and the media just came afterwards, and now I feel like...
Yeah, and I think Coach Watson does a good job, too, of what a lot of your teammates have said, of just control what you can control, and also, like, stay focused on the girls to the left and right of you, and all of that media stuff will come after the fact. It's hard to remember to do that, but... you guys did a great job of it this year. Can you share a moment in your athletic career where, and maybe it came from this year, but maybe before that, where you felt like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to go with this year, maybe. I mean, obviously we made it to the Elite Eight, which was an amazing moment for like us as a team and individually, and then obviously for Jason as a coach and his coaching career, and then just for Arkansas as a school. I mean, that was a huge moment. And like, obviously, like, we all know the outcome of it. We didn't make it to Final Four, but just getting us to the Elite Eight and, like, you know, beating these teams that people didn't think that Arkansas could beat, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, we're proving everybody wrong each day we walk into the gym. So that was an amazing moment this season.
Yeah, and it's like putting yourselves on the map one step further for next year. Now you know we are capable of making it. We're going to do it again. I remember like watching you guys go up, even just walking into Nebraska, and I was like, my husband was tuned in. Like, we were so tuned in to the volleyball team because it's fun. It's fun to watch you guys. So how do you maintain your focus, stay in the right mindset when it comes to a game, a match? Are you superstitious? Do you have any kind of ritual that you do?
I am superstitious a little bit. This might sound so weird, but like,
I've heard some weird things today, so it's okay.
Lashes are, I'm not wearing them right now, but lashes are my biggest thing, and like if I have to be in lashes while I'm playing, like I can't.
Add some confidence too,
add a little bit of confidence, you know, want to like a little cute on the court with the cameras in your face, but I mean, that's my biggest superstition is I don't play good unless I have lashes on. But then on top of that, like I also said before, I'm a very calm player, so my whole thing with me, like personally, is I always need to stay calm and just like relax. So I know a lot of people, especially my team, they love to put on some hype music and just like dance around the locker room and just get hyped and energetic. But like in the locker room, I'll kind of just be in the corner with my headphones on, like listening to SZA or like
some calm
music, because like I know the team looks at me as the one that they can look at in a chaotic moment, just go, okay, Sania's calm, we can calm down. So I always make sure that is my role, and I just like always have to stay in it. So
that's a good role to play, though. Every team needs someone that's like not dance. I was the same way. I did not dance around before. Like, I was sitting in my locker, like super locked in. Who was your first female athlete that you remember looking up to, and why?
I didn't watch a lot of like sports like on TV growing up a lot, so my answer would probably have to be like my sister playing volleyball, and then on top of that, my mom.
There you
my
go.
little mommy. Although like obviously I wasn't a thought while she was playing her sports, but just hearing about her and like how amazing she was from my dad, like my grandmother, like all that stuff, like I'm just kind of like, I want to be like my mom.
Yeah.
Like, she's just this powerhouse on the court. Like,
That is
I want to be
awesome.
exactly like my mom.
I love that. I love hearing the stories of the people that have like someone so close to. I grew up with 2 older brothers, so no one was doing gymnastics in my family. So I think it's always really cool to hear the ones that had someone to look up to.
And like also my sister, it was more of like, gonna be better than
You're
my
right.
sister.
Sibling rivalry there. Yeah. Hey, you had someone to push you, and that's all that
and
matters.
we're the same
Yeah.
position, so it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just a whole thing.
So you're definitely competing against each other. Final question. How would you address any haters that you or your sport might have and advocate for greater respect for volleyball?
I think Arkansas volleyball, like, school when I got here, like, was already kind of getting a little bit of hate. Like, when we were in the season and we were beating a lot of people and we were, like, top 15, top 10.
Yep.
But, I mean, I always just sit back and I think, like, they're not doing what we're doing. Like, they're not coming into practice every day for 2 hours, every, like, 5 days a week and putting in the hard work we're putting in. So they don't know what we're doing. They don't know what's going on in our gym. And half the time, a lot of them don't truly know what volleyball is.
That's true.
So I just kind of look and go, I mean, whatever, like, say what you want to say. But, I mean, the results are showing. Like, for instance, like, last season, like, we're number 8 in NCAA volleyball. So say what you want to say. You can call us bad. You can call us, like, what is it, one-hit wonders or whatever it's called. But, I mean, the results are showing we're beating people. So
we're number 8 and you're sitting on your couch.
it won't matter to me at the end of the day. Like, you won't have a number 8 next to your name. So, and I will. So.
Yeah, I love that. I love that attitude. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, that is a wrap for today's episode. I want to extend a massive thank you to our phenomenal female athlete who joined us today. Your stories are the heart and soul of our podcast, and your greatness truly shines through with every word. I also want to express my gratitude to the Everett Auto Group for continuing to promote the See Her Greatness campaign. With locations in Benton, Bryant, and Rogers, they're not just in the business of selling cars, they're champions of celebrating female excellence in sports. To my listeners, I can't thank you enough for tuning in and being a part of this empowering journey. Remember, you can catch up on all of our episodes and stay connected with the latest from Everett's See Her Greatness campaign by following along on social media. Until next time, keep believing in your greatness, keep striving for your dreams, and keep celebrating the incredible achievements of women in sports. This is Sydney Lemmerhurt signing off.